What's your name?
Mark Brenner.
Mark Brenner kicked me out of Monday Night Raw, my $5,000 seat. For no reason. All these people in here.
Artist by the name of Westside Gunn, who's had songs produced by Tyler the Creator, has the sound of that old 90s underground hip hop. He's one of those rappers who has an aesthetic and he has stood by it for a minute now, and it's wrestling. Everything wrestling, mainly WWE. He's had like 3 album covers that was straight old time wrestlers from his day and age. Virgil, Ted DiBiase, Sid. Now has changed all the covers and has been blackballed from WWE. Now, there's a couple speculative reasons on why. Mainly, he has been making songs with the rivals, AEW. He's had dropped the hardest, probably entrance theme that has ever came out in the past 2 years. Yeah, we hurt people. The Hurt Business with Bobby Lashley, MVP. I know these names. If you black, you know these names. If no, I don't even gotta say if you black. If you regular, you know these names. Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin. They over there in AEW and have been running amok doing their thing with his song on over there. But there could be multiple reasons on why this blackball that has just happened. He got kicked out of an event that was in his hometown, and he is usually at every wrestling event or big wrestling event ever, front row. Now he can't go there no more because of this. He has been saying that they have been sending him cease and desist recently, even though he's been with this company or has been shut out by this company for years. Now they randomly have a problem with it. I'm starting to think it has something to do with UFC, TKO, those racist people over there. I'm not gonna say nothing, but you know them, the Trump. I don't want to get political over here. There could also be another reason. Still has to do with TKO. Now he has had run-ins and problems with WWE in the past. An announcer that he sampled in one of his songs, hardest, I don't know what song, it's called Goldberg vs. Undertaker, actually started getting to a spat with him on Twitter years ago, back in 2021. They were going back and forth. He was mad. He was like, oh, the announcer said, I'm gonna sue you. And I'm gonna get WWE to do it, and they fired him a couple months later. I'm starting to think that maybe TKO sees him as a liability, and then like, we don't want no more problems with this dude. We got Travis Scott and Bad Bunny. They just like, all right, bump him, even though he makes good tracks. I actually never listened to a full song until I seen this. I knew about him, but I just never really tapped in. Yo, he's fire, dog. He literally brings back that exact aesthetic sound that you hear from that. I should have put him in SIKKMUZIK, but he's a little bit known, so I let him rock.
Dope with the DDT. Time to cut the coke like DDP. Coke will be where the birds. Paul Heyman in the fur.
But another reason, the third reason I'm starting to think that they did this is because I'm gonna say whoever at TKO or maybe even Triple H saw that this man's really starting a company. He has his own company right now. It's called the Under the Fourth Rope, or the Fourth Rope. He has actual wrestlers, competitive, and they're mixing rap with the show. Something I wish I could do, man. That sounds so freaking fire. But mixing the rap performances with the wrestling events, that could be another reason. They probably see that as like, oh, you trying, build a name on yourself and then make a company out of it. They probably like, oh, you trying to snatch our people to watch your show. Nah, we ain't doing that. No free promo type deal. And basically was like, yeah, get your butt on, and we better not drop another picture of us on your albums again type time. And those are the 3 speculative reasons I'm starting to think there hasn't been a direct response from WWE yet, because it's just happened. Yeah, it's crazy to me because he makes really good tunes. He's very dark with it. He talks about a lot of drugs and his life, man. He grew up around that time, 80s. He's a little old, he's an older fellow, but he's fires and I don't know what. Yeah, man, it sucks to see that because he's a long time fan. He's been supporting it for so long, dropping rackies. He's talking about money, go to these events. It costs a lot, especially nowadays. It costs a lot to actually go to these events. You basically getting Super Bowl tickets to go to these little wrestling events. And they just did this to him for really no reason. Like, see how messed up the industry can really get, especially when you're working against / with big corporations. AEW, the WWE's main competitor, they haven't treated him no kind of way like this. Of course, have dropped songs with him. I don't think WWE has done anything of that nature, but AEW has dropped his songs, as entrances. He has brought out AEW superstars during his performances, and I think a couple of WWE superstars have shouted him out as well. So it's really weird timing for this to happen right now. But I'm really starting to think it's because he recently did this wrestling company, and they're like, nah, you're not gonna try to like funnel fans from your albums and like you using our likeness to then like bring those people, or even like maybe wrestlers leaving to go mess with his company type other than AEW. I don't know. I wouldn't say that. That's like too deep, but it could be that, man. Dude, I would love to talk to this dude because he makes, like I said, he makes dope raps. Like, I love wrestling, man. Smoking Skull has had sprinkled in a couple wrestling bars in his music, and I love them every time. I'm probably one of the only few motherfuckers that catch them in this space because I don't know a lot of people that watch wrestling wrestling and do the underground. Westside Gunn, if you see this, bro, bring Smoker Skull over and sign that nigga, bro. Griselda, bro. He be having the bars too. I'm gonna play some rap songs that he said some bars in.
Shit. Ready? Gang, we gon' hit leg on the squares. You ready? Got more than machine guns. I ain't Alex Shelley.